Hello, my dear students. Welcome back. I hope you are all fine. Now, back again to the new Hello course. And now, let's start with the unit.
Good morning, my dear students. Let's start with Unit 5, helping you, helping me. And now, let's start with the new vocab, words and meaning, cooking, tidying up, washing up, taking out the rubbish, putting away my clothes, looking after my brother, kindness, stranger, fantastic, smile, distance, messy, random, apartment, teenager. Now, my dear students, let's go on. Let's continue the new words: bedroom, during, turns, meals, left, wheelchair, sunglasses, attic, shopkeeper, advertisement, tips, full, empty. The word full is the opposite of empty, and heavy is the opposite of light. Get on is the opposite of get off. Get on means to catch any means of transport or to get on any means of transport, and get off is the opposite of get on. And now with some expressions and prepositions: tidy up, put away, take turns, take out, get ready, which means get ready for something, do the cooking, go down to, give something back, make the world better. Make the world better. Of course, the word tidy up means to tidy up your room, to tidy up your bed. Okay? Give back. When you take something from someone, you give it back to him. Make the world better. There are many things that can make the world better. Other words with meaning: on time, have a smile, care about, have a reason, practice random acts of kindness, go on a boat, for no reason, make a medal for, take off, take something off. The difference between take off, which means when the plane leave land going to the air, the plane is taking off right now, and take something off. When you take something off, it means when you take like a t-shirt, when you take a shirt, when you take any piece of your clothes off. Cruel to, which means impolite to or not merciful to. Polite to, come out, when something come out of something. Come into, which means get into. Come out means get out. Come into means get into. Ask for money, ask for directions, act out, left behind, volunteer for, get lost, and recommend to. Recommend something to someone or suggest something for someone. Now let's start the conjugation of irregular verbs: forget, forgot, forgotten, find, found, found, leave, left, left, meet, met, met, sell, sold, sold, lose, lost, lost, feed, fed, fed, give, gave, given, let, let. Let's begin with the structure Our structure today is necessity and unnecessity. Have to and has to. We use have to and has to. When we use them, we mean that we need to talk about things that other people say are necessary. I, we, you, they have to. He, she, it has to. Like, I have to walk to school. I have to walk to school. And now let's start with negative, with don't have to or doesn't have to. We use this case when we want to say that something is not necessary. It's not necessary for someone to do something, like you don't have to get up early on holidays, which means it's not necessary for you to get up on holidays early. Ali doesn't have to iron the shirt today, which means it's not necessary, it's not a must for Ali to iron the shirt today. Okay? And we want to ask or to make an interrogative tense. We say do or does, subject, and then have to. Like, do you have to study math today? No, I don't. Of course, or yes, I do. And has your father got a new car? When we make a WH question, we use the WH word, do or does, subject, and have to. Like, when do you have to arrive at school or at work? Where does Rahma have to put her clothes? And now with relative clause or relative pronouns, we use who or that to talk about person, which or that to talk about things, where or which with preposition to talk about place. Giving advice, we use should or shouldn't to give advice. We use should or shouldn't to give advice. Like, you should study hard, you shouldn't sleep late. You should go to the doctor, you shouldn't stay up too late. And in interrogative or question case, we start with should before the subject. Like, what should I do? Should I go to school early? Yes, you should, or no, you shouldn't. Now let's take some exercise. Let's start with choose. What is the space between Cairo and Aswan? What is the distance? Stairs. Washing up. Number 2. Mom made a space cake. I liked it. The cake was terrible, fantastic, horrible, or bad. He asks about directions. He looks space to his part of the city. He looks shopkeeper, stranger, act, waiter. Munir has to space up the dishes after dinner on Wednesday. He has to wash up, tidy up, look up, take up. A space act of kindness is a kind thing that you do for someone for no reason. A messy act, a surprise act, a random act, a lucky act. Question number 6. My father space get up at 6 o'clock every day to go to work. My father has to, have to, don't have to, or haven't. At the weekends, I space get up early. I can stay in bed until 9 o'clock. I don't have to, I not have to, I don't have, I have not to. You don't have space out the rubbish. I did it this morning. You don't have take, you don't have takes, you don't have taking, you don't have to take. What game do you have? Practiced, practicing, to practice, practice. Does your best friend Space walk to school? Has to, haven't to, have to, or hasn't to? Now with question, read and correct the underlined words. You wouldn't watch too much TV. Of course, you will correct the word which is underlined. At home, I have do my homework. I work for a charity where looks after animals. Where? Do you have walking to school? We bought a flat where is near our school. This is the charity when my family donates money to. What do you have to doing at home? You shouldn't to eat too many sweets. Have I do exercise every day? Yes, you should. What does you have to do after school?